Hey everyone, good afternoon. Pastor Matt here, Grace Community Bible Church. It's Wednesday, July 19th, and man, it is hard to believe that it has been 1 week since those floods hit our building and our facility and the entire community, not just Grayslake, but a lot of our surrounding communities like Round Lake and Mundelein and Libertyville and Gurnee, and actually Gurney's still affected by it very much because of the rising river, and even over out west of the Fox River. It's been hard to believe it's been 1 week, and 1 week ago today we walked in here and we were working to save electronics and whatever we could. There was 2 to 3 inches of standing water inside this facility. The entire parking lot was flooded out. At some places in its lowest spots up to the height of almost your waist. So just the devastating flood has obviously been gone. The waters have receded, and we've been into our cleanup efforts. You can see behind me there's just a lot of cleanup that has been done already. Just want to share an update with you all. The good news is that our cleanup is completed. We are dried out officially here at Grace Community. Carpet's been removed. A lot of the other damaged furniture and things like that have gone. And what you can see behind me is 2 feet of drywall on virtually every wall has been removed. And that's just kind of part of the process that needs to be done. So that is such great news for us. A lot of this has been completed now. There's a few minor things that are still being left done, but our professional contractors are working with us to complete those efforts now and to get it all completed. So we're excited about that. So first of all, I just want to say this huge, amazing thank you. Thank you to all of you who came out over the weekend to help us with this effort. Huge thank you to a lot of the neighboring and area churches that came out and sent people over. On Friday night, on Saturday, and even on Sunday, a huge outpouring of support came out. There were just dozens and dozens and dozens of people here. We probably had over 200 people all weekend long, if not more, helping us out at different points throughout the weekend. You alone in your labor helped us save tens of thousands of dollars in cleanup costs. That was incredible. And not just for us, but also for all of our neighboring other tenants and units, we have been able to support and help with those efforts. So that's been a huge blessing. Congratulations, church. Well done, and way to be a light to the community and to show the love of Jesus through this. So thank you for sharing that with us, and thank you for participating with us. So we give a huge thank you to all of you who came out, and we're so appreciative of you. I'm just going to give you a little tour here, just of the offices and our facility, and just kind of around as to what the latest is happening. That's just kind of good news. Well, I just got a text message. That's exciting news. So, hopefully I can share that later. So anyway, so we're gonna let me show you around here the facility. All right, so here we are. This is you're kind of staring into our kitchen area here on the back wall. So again, 2 feet of drywall had to be removed from every wall. That actually back in there leads into the worship center. They're still doing a little bit of work over there. This right here actually is the new drywall. New drywall has been delivered already, and they're talking about trying to do some rebuilding as quickly as possible. So, man, that would be amazing. Our landlord Bill is working with us on that and trying to get things moving along as quickly as possible. So, hopefully to reduce our displacement period of time. Here's all our stuff, at least a lot of it, kind of left over here sitting in the center of the room. You can see, again, this 2-foot flood cut all the way around on all of our walls to reduce, again, water soaked up into this drywall, so it had to be all removed. Floors are cleaned out, and it's a mess in here, I'm not going to lie. It's pretty dusty, pretty messy. There's going to be a lot more cleanup that's going to have to happen afterwards as well. So listen for some more details on that coming up too. So if you've been looking for ways to help, there's going to be some cleanup of cleaning and dusting off furniture and chairs and supplies and things like that. That's going to have to happen. I'm just going to take you next door real quick. And again, a week ago, we were standing in ankle deep water out here in just on the sidewalk right here alone. And as you would go out into the street and into the parking lot here, it was up to as far as almost your waist at some point. Maybe I'll walk out there in a minute and kind of show you where the water levels were at. You can actually still see water stains in the concrete that was left over right here. You can see the markings a little bit here where the water stain, where the water was still left, and it's still kind of sitting inside the concrete. It was a little higher than this, so it's kind of receded a little bit, but You can see even just the water, and just that little bit of water causes this much damage. So there's a lot of work being done in here. So, hey guys, how you doing? A lot of helpers in here. A lot of people pulling out drywall and foam and things like that. There's been a lot of work done. More drywall already dropped off. Getting the work done here. So there's a lot of efforts already being done, and that's really exciting. Here's all these fans that were being used, and they're all stacked up. So that's a great job that all the fans are done. All that work is completed. So it's a mess. We still have a lot of garbage sitting out front here. Our professional contractor's kind of working with the rest of the work here, but we've been able to expedite a lot of it with your volunteer help. So we're truly grateful for that. You can see a lot of the other facilities and things like that that's been completed, and a lot of the other kind of garbage that's still sitting out here up front. It's still a bit of a disaster, but the cleanup efforts are well under the way. I'm going to take you out in the parking lot, and I'm going to show you here. I'm going to show you the kind of where the water was. I don't see much of a watermark on this concrete at least, but if you're able to see this here, this is the for the light, the lamppost and the light, and water was pretty like up to this point here. And I'm standing on a rocky bed here on the curb, and it was up to about this line here, and so that's already up to my waist. So actually, honestly, if I stepped down from the curb, it was easily about waist high as to where the water was a week ago today, actually. So we're truly grateful that it's all been gone and water's out of here. And we're just so grateful that we've been able to get the work done that has been done. And we're going to continue to keep you updated as to the latest that's happening over here at Grace. We'll keep you also posted about Sunday worship service times and locations. We're just so grateful that Torch of Faith has opened up their doors to us. We're still working on some other solutions as well, just to we want to get children's ministry back up and running again, and we're just trying to figure out all of our options here. We're still a little uncertain as to how long we're going to be displaced for. It seems like work, if they're going to start drywalling, then work is going to be pretty quick. But again, there's still a lot of things that have to be done. So we would appreciate your prayers. Continue to be praying for us and everybody else here at the strip mall, just everybody else here in this facility, and just their rebuilding efforts and their clean out as well. There was just to kind of clue everybody in. I know this has been a common question, but we did not have flood insurance, and nor did anybody else in this facility, nor did the owner of our facility have flood insurance, because we are not in a floodplain. And as a result, there was no reason to get flood insurance. And I'm uncertain about this, but I think the state of Illinois doesn't allow you to get flood insurance unless you're in a floodplain. So we had no flood insurance. Nobody did here. So this is all being out of our own pockets, as well as our building owner's pocket as well. You're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars completely to rebuild. And so if you're looking for a way to support, first of all, we'd value your prayers, and we'd appreciate those very much. Be praying for us, the workers here, us as a church. Be praying as well for just even our landlord and the other businesses here as well, that the Lord would provide for them. Secondly, you can also there's a text to give option. If you go to our profile and look at the profile heading page, you'll be able to find a way to give. So if you're able to give financially towards the effort and towards our rebuilding costs, we would value that very much as well too. So you could certainly be you could give and support in that way. Also, stay tuned. We're going to have more work days coming up as well. There will be some additional days for work. Again, just for some minor cleanups, moving furniture back into place, things like that, getting things ready for contractors to work, to do their work. So if you're looking for another way you missed out on last weekend to say, oh my gosh, Matt, we really want to help. How can we help? Physically, there's going to be some additional days that we'll be letting you aware of and help and telling you about. So stay tuned to Facebook, your emails if you're on an email list, things like that. Also, download the Grace Community Bible Church app. We just launched that last weekend. We've been in development with that, and it was released last week and providentially timed out in such a way. So we would actually ask you to download the Grace Community Bible Church app. You can do that by going to your app store and searching for Grace Grayslake. If you type in Grace Grayslake, 2 words, our app should be the top one. It should be the first one that you see. And download the app, and you'll be able to not only just watch sermons from Grace Community. You can watch last week's sermon given by Johnny Benz. You can also stay in touch with us by making sure your notifications are turned on, and we can send you direct notifications as to when Sunday services times are going to be at and where, as well as other important information about helping with cleanup efforts and things like that. So, and also through the app, that's also a way to give. You can give directly to our general fund or tithe as you normally would, or you can even give through the app, especially to the cleanup fund as well. So, thanks everyone for checking in. 1 week later, progress is being made. The Lord is providing in abundant ways, and so we are truly thankful for that. And so we're looking forward to just seeing the Lord at work and coming up soon. So God bless you all, and we will see you soon.